Hey guys, if you see me live, I'm having to type in my password again, so just give me a second. Because it says it's going live, but then it logged me out, so that's weird. So hey everybody, how are you today? Good morning or good afternoon almost. If you are on, let me know you're on because it did that weird thing where it made me log in. So let me know if you're on and just say something so that I can see that you're there. This morning, I am a little bit later than I originally planned because I was kind of watching to see how everybody is. Good morning, Karina. Hi, Jennifer. I just wanted to, kind of keep an eye on how everything is going. I know that there are several of our customers and friends and family who are in the path of Hurricane Florence, and I just wanted to make sure, check on everybody and see how everybody was doing. And also, it definitely made me start to think about what we should be doing today and what we should be focused on. So I'm actually going to be doing a design today from Sofancy. Cutting Modern is the person who designed it, and or not the person, but that's the name of her company, and the design is called I Will Praise You in the Storm, and it's beautiful. And you can't see me. Oh, can you see me now? There I am. Can you see me now? Sorry about that. It locked me out. It was super weird. Okay, let me know if you can see me now. You should be able to see me now. Anyway, so like I was saying, everybody is, hey Jean, yay. Everybody is, just really, in prayer and making sure that our friends and our family are safe in this path of this hurricane. And I wanted to do something that would be uplifting and help us to keep our eye on God, because He is in control, and that is what we need to remember, even whenever things happen that we don't understand necessarily. So we're going to do that design, and I'm going to do something fun with it because, by the way, we need to tag Caesar on this right now because I am waiting very impatiently, might I add, for the Caesar PSV white glitter. We have not gotten that yet, and I really need them to get that. So, but while we're waiting on it, we're going to go ahead and put glitter laminate on a white sheet, okay? So this actually isn't PSV, this is Oracal. That's what we have right now, but we're getting PSV. Stephanie says we are having lots of rain and heavy winds here in Nashville. I am praying for your safety, Stephanie. I've had you all on my thoughts and in my mind and hearts this morning in prayers. So I hope that all of you are safe. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? And so we're going to be working on something uplifting, and I hope that if you guys are in hotel rooms or you have power right now, you're able to join in and just do something to get your mind off of the stuff that can scare us sometimes. So we're going to get started, and then after this I wanted to tell you that I'm going to go live on the Sparkleberry Ink page again to do something, and I'm separating these two lives. This is my Make It with Mandy, and then after this I'm going to have I'm going live again, and I'm going to have a special little segment on friendship and on conflict resolution, because I think it's something that we don't talk about enough, and it's very important to be able to create strong relationships. And in this community that we're in, there are many women, and working in being friends, even my daughters, and that's really kind of what brought it up, were my daughters, helping them navigate friendships as well. It's something that I don't think we talk enough about, and I have been looking for guidance through several different sources, and then it was just so weird because I don't know why I didn't think of the Bible, and then this morning I read something and I was like, oh my gosh. Can you still not see the video? Can you still not see me, guys? Let me know. Hopefully there's a video right now. That is so weird. I'm using my new software, so there are always these little flukes every now and then. It logged out right when I went live, so it was this weird thing. But thank you, Debbie, very much. I love you guys so much. So can you see me? I want to make sure. Otherwise, I'm going to have to stop and go live again, because this is a really important and fun, inspirational project. I want you guys to see it, everybody who's joining in. So hi, Susan. Hi, Jamie. Just let me know if you can see me. Say, I can see you, or I cannot see you. Yay. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay. So I'm going to take you to this design first in Silhouette Studio. Again, this is from Cutting Modern. So let me take you there really quick. And for some reason, it's not showing me. Let me see if I can do it now. Hold on one second, guys. Cameras, built-in camera. It's not letting me do the whole A/B thing today, which I like to have both screens, but that's okay. We're going to work with it. Okay, so here's the design. It says, I will praise you in the storm. It's fabulous. I love it so much. Again, I found this on sofancy.com. That's not an affiliate link or anything like that. This is just, she had a really wonderful design, and I wanted to share the love with her. So it's, I will praise you in the storm. So what I wanted to do with this though, and I got permission to, is I wanted to put an offset on it. So I'm going to show you guys really quick what I decided to do in my offset. And then also I wanted to stress that when you change designs like this, you really need to get permission. It's very important because this is their work, somebody spent a lot of time on it. And so you want to make sure you get permission. So I chose to offset praise and storm. Okay, so I'm going to hold down my shift key and use my select to make sure I select both of those together. And in fact, let's just go ahead and right click and then group them. Okay, that way I can know where they are, because I'm going to have, I just don't want them to move right now. So offset, and I decided on a double offset, and you'll see I've already cut it and everything, so it's ready to go, but I wanted you guys to see how I designed it. My first offset, if you look over on the right hand side, it's at 0.125. I'm going to take it down to about 0.1. I like that, maybe a little lower, about 0.090, okay? And I'm going to apply that. Now watch what I do next. I'm going to offset this as well. So I did another offset. I'm going to apply that. Now, I'm going to pull, remember when I grouped praise and storm? I'm going to pull them away for a moment, okay? And I'm going to select these two offsets that I have. If I were to go over here and try to fill them, it fills in the whole thing, okay? And I don't want to do that, just because for me, I want to be able to see how it all fits together in the end. And so it's not going to look like this in the end, because I'm going to weed out that. So in order to get that middle part to go away, I'm going to select it and right click, okay? And then I'm going to say make compound path. We'll do it again, so in case I went too fast, okay? Let's scoot this little guy up, because you're gonna have to move all this around, so since we did this offset. So now we're gonna select this offset, and we're gonna right click, and we're gonna go down here where it says make compound path, okay? And that way we're making a compound path. And I'll explain to you, I had my friend Libby, who's a licensed instructor, explain to me this weekend a little bit deeper into the pancake theme. And I'll share that with you guys in a minute. And see, watch, whenever I color this, now it's all colored in, right? The way that we want it. That's how I'm gonna weed it with my project in a minute. So now that we've done that, let's turn this, actually we're gonna put this in a different color, and this one too. Just so that those are gonna be my patterns, okay? So I just like to be able to organize them. So I'm gonna select both of them, and I'm going to right click, and then group those two, because I want them to stay in their form for now as I move this back. Ooh, you know what? Move this back over here to match it up, and then we're gonna move those letters around, okay? So let's move these up a little bit. We're gonna move this one. It's grouped, of course, because I grouped it. So you're gonna have to ungroup it. When you want to separate these and to make more space for the U, you're going to need to ungroup it. So it's just really about thinking about, okay, what do I want to do right now? I want to make sure I don't, get them out of line, because I do like to keep them in line as much as I can, so that I don't have this disorganized design in the end. I want to keep the true form of what the designer set out to do, because that is going to make the best project, in my opinion. Typically, the designers know what they're doing. So I'm just using my arrow key right now. I selected this one, and I'm moving it down. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to select the U and the and I'm going to move it down until I think it looks right. And I love how that looks. So now I'm going to go ahead and select my offsets again to keep them together, because I'm going to move those off in order to cut. Okay? So I'm going to group those again. and I'm gonna move them off because that's how I like to do it. You can keep it on there, but this is how Mandy likes to do it because I have such a hard time visually with knowing what it's going to be in the end, that I really need to make sure that I keep it really organized in my mind and on my art mat. So right now, this is I decided to do this all in glitter white, which I'm about to show you guys how to do. But I would send this once I get it all ready to go and cut it on cardstock because we're doing all of this in glitter naturally. So are you guys ready to see how I do glitter on solid? Because I promised you I was gonna do that the other day and then I completely forgot. It was so funny. I was watching back a bit of the live and I was like, oh my goodness, I did not do that. So I'm gonna take you now and we're gonna go ahead and put these two together and I'm gonna show you how to turn regular white plain into beautiful glitter adhesive, okay? Again, the glitter laminate is only for adhesive, so I just don't want you guys to get confused. It does not go on HTV. We have glitter HTV though that's printable, so you don't have to worry about that. We already have that taken care of. So I'm going to take you to this view so you can see what I'm doing. Now, I am going to cut out what I'm gonna need, okay? Like I said, I've already cut this, so we're not gonna have to wait on it to cut, but I want you guys to see how I did it and how I was able to make the design I wanted. You want to make sure that you're cutting a size that you want for your project. And in this case, my project was 7 inches wide, so I needed a 7-inch wide piece. This is a very large piece to do glitter laminate, but I'm getting better and better at it, as you will too. And so I was able to do an 8-inch wide piece just to be sure. Because my design was 7 inches, I wanted to make sure I had room, and it really did help things out. So I'm gonna lay this down. You lay your glitter laminate on top, okay? You don't take the backer off yet. You lay glossy side down, and some of you have seen this like a million times, and I apologize, but you haven't seen white with glitter on it, so I think you should watch because it is so gorgeous. So I'm basically putting a piece of tape long ways in the middle, and I'm doing what's called a hinge, okay? This is the hinge method. Then I'm gonna take my tape, my glitter laminate right here, and I'm gonna pull this top off. And glitter laminate literally never gets old. Like I just almost can't do adhesive without it now. It's just even solid. I'm like, I want glitter on everything. So then you're gonna take this. Did I pause up? And we'll talk about licensing in a minute. I hope I didn't pause up. Did I pause up, guys? Let me know. Yes, because I'm being called by Julie Huggins, which means she's not watching. So we're gonna get her. So that's okay. I'm gonna take you guys and show you. We're almost done with applying. So let's let her do, I did put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It's so weird. Can you see it now? No. 1 second, guys. And I just love you for just, you know, being patient with me as I, watch this. Siri, put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Do Not Disturb is already on.
I told you. I told you it was already on. Okay. Now I'm adding this really quick. Use this switcher. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I want you to have this view. Here I am trying to have a more professional, you know, look. And then I am so silly to do this, but I love hearing from Julie. So you know what? That's okay. I called her actually earlier this morning. So she was returning my call. She had no clue. Just 1 second, guys. So talking to you about silhouette licensing, it is open to the public. And definitely visit Terry Johnson Creates for information on that because it is, oh, it would have helped if you guys didn't have a view that was black, huh? Give me a second. And we're gonna add a camera. You gotta love technology. You just gotta love it. Where is it? Hold on, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm giving up on that. And we're going to another thing. Let's see, go back so you guys can see me. Okay, now I'm all black. I know, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is show you guys back here. Okay, I'm gonna prop you up and you're gonna get to see everything I do by just propping you up. I'm gonna use a Sparkleberry box and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so I have my glitter laminate laid down like this, okay, on my table. I pulled back that top sticky sheet, and then I'm gonna take this right here, and it could be the storm, even though we're not having any storms, but maybe, I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know if it's the internet stuff. Hey, I'm here. Can you hear me now? Can you guys see me now? All right. Whew, I tell you what, sometimes just turning that camera around is just the better solution when you're trying to go. Can you guys see me? Okay, so I'm just taking my squeegee and I'm just going across very easy. I'm not like pushing it way down, okay? Then I'm gonna turn my project around. And whenever you do this loose side, you're going to pull this back, okay? Just like that, and it comes right off. You're just gonna be very, very careful, and you're gonna make sure, you guys talk to me if you're there, because now I'm like, oh my gosh. Can they not see me at all? Okay, and then just lightly push down with your squeegee. Very nicely. And then in a second, I'm just gonna go live on Facebook and we'll start there. I'm gonna show you guys, whenever I go live on the regular Facebook, not just using this app, I will show you guys the project in case you guys didn't get it. Okay. Good grief. Thank you guys. I'm so sorry. If it pauses, like if something happens, I put it on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why it still does it. But basically, that's how you do it. And if you missed that because it was blacked out I'm sorry. But let me show you what it looks like. And I was very distracted, so there are a few bubbles. But you basically get a beautiful glitter sheen. Let's see if we can get it in there. You can see my bubbles on this one. It was awful. But I was like, nobody can see me. Okay. But the fun is about to begin because I'm going to show you what I did. So this is all in glitter. And I'm going to see if I can get you close. And thank you, Dana. You're so sweet. Let's see if I can get the glitter shot. There you go. You can see it a little bit. So good. Yay. Okay. And I was going to weed for you guys in front of you, but now you can't really see very well because I can't use my other thingy. But that's okay. We're going to roll with it as we usually do. I was saying the other day that I really like it. I really love lives because they are truly, truly a challenge and things can go wrong all the time. So you have to be okay with things going wrong, you know. So I'm pulling out the middle of this offset. Remember, because we didn't want the middle. And let's see if I can use that later. Let's see. Ooh, I can use that later. I'm going to save this because I know you guys, well, yeah, you should be able to see it. It actually... it would make a really good, the negative space is going to make another sign. I'm going to make sure that it makes another sign. All right, so I'm going to pull this out even more carefully because I want to keep it now. Praise and storm. It's so easy. I love weeding the glitter laminate because it truly is so easy to weave. So now I'm left with this, okay? I used Whimsy Whirl purple. And it is really, really beautiful. And it's my favorite one. And so whenever I do stuff that's like really near and dear to my heart, I love to use my favorite designs. And this is one of my favorite designs. And it looks like we lost the middle of an E. So we may put that back in a second. I'm glad I saved that other part. I'm just going through and weeding these out. These little bitty pieces. I've already weeded the white, so don't worry. All of this was supposed to be done right in front of you guys. Okay, you were asking about the silhouette licensing, and yes, it is open to the public. You can apply, and so visit Terry Johnson Creates for information on that. I don't know if there's one scheduled yet for next year, but I'm sure there will be, and it's fabulous. You just wouldn't even believe. It was such an incredible experience, and I still have my blog or vlog on my agenda to work on. Okay, so I'm using a sheet of Caesar transfer tape that I've used several times before, okay? Oh, I did, Terry. Whenever I put on airplane mode, it wouldn't read my camera. So I'll talk to you about that to see if there's a trick because it wouldn't let my camera come up. So yeah, I did try airplane mode. I'm just gonna lay this whole sheet down because I don't like to cut my transfer tape because I want to use it again, okay? So I'm just gonna lay this whole thing carefully. You can cut yours. I'm okay with that. But it's for me, I feel like I can keep up with my transfer tape a lot better when it's all in one big piece like this, okay? So I've now done this. Yay! Okay. Hey, Megan! Okay, I'm gonna take my squeegee. And I'm using this morning, I'm going to use this chalkboard. I gave this as a free gift, I think 2 weeks ago to a few people, and I love it so much. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this down, And I could stand up, but it'd be a weird view then. Really just learning to roll with it. I mean, it'll make you sweat too, because when you're doing a live and things don't go right, it's like, ah. But you know what? I will praise him in the storm. And that is the whole point of this. That is the whole point, is I want to make sure that I am praising him in the storm, because that's what God responds to. He responds to faith. All right, so let's make sure this is gonna line up perfectly. I know you guys can't see perfectly, but you will see the design in a second. And I'm gonna show you how beautiful this white is. And then you wanna squeegee this on. These are little thin letters. And you notice I didn't use pattern. It might have worked on this with this black background, but I didn't use pattern because these are very thin letters, and I really loved her font. And I just, sometimes I don't like to do thin letters. There we go. Okay. Look how gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Look how gorgeous. Let me get you closer. Okay. So you now have this beautiful, sparkly, well, you can't really see it very well, but it's gorgeous. I promise. I'll take a picture. I'll take a couple of pictures later and show you guys. Okay, so we're gonna put this aside, and now we're gonna take our transfer tape and boop, and we're gonna lay this on our offset. You notice I did my offset last, and you know what? I'm gonna have to cut this because I wanted to save vinyl earlier, and so I put the praise and the storm together. So now we're gonna have to cut our transfer tape, but I don't feel bad about that because I have used it many, many times, and it's still good, right? I can still use that piece. I could have done it, I could have like finagled it, but we're moving in an efficient way at this point. It's so funny because I wanted to send this to Melissa so she could share it, because I'm using a designer from So Fancy, Cutting Modern, and now it's gonna be like, well, half of it's, you can't see me, but that's okay. The sign's gonna be gorgeous. That's all that matters, right guys? I'm gonna nice firm press with this squeegeeing because it can be very, there we go. There we go. Okay, last part, almost done. And I'm going to line it up around my design beautifully. And I can actually, I could have used the same exact transfer tape to just do that if I had just done it separately, but I didn't, and it's okay. I can use it later. Okay, let's get this up. Nope, still need a squeegee. And that's, you know, with the glitter and everything, sometimes it takes a little extra finesse. You cut it on the cardstock setting on both the silhouette and the Cricut. So, my weed and pick. If you guys don't have one of these, you must get one from Crystal Eye Candy. She is fabulous. Dawn from Crystal Eye Candy is fabulous, and they are so, so good. Okay, I will praise you in the storm. This is really, I'm really proud of this sign. It's beautiful. Such a really good design and such a great reminder. This is going in my craft room so that I will remember this, because there are many storms in life, right? Some worse than others, and then, but we praise him. God responds to faith, and that's what we need to remember, okay? I will praise you in the storm. So, ta-da! After all of that, and even though I didn't plan any of those crazy things that happened, this is absolutely gorgeous. This chalkboard, Brenda, came from Michael's, and it was, let's see, I got 6 of them for $15. If you go to bulk buys on michaels.com, you can actually get that bulk buys. It's like 6 of them for $15. And then you get like an extra 15% off if you've never done that before. Okay, and now I'm going back through. Let's see. Ook, eek, and the saying makes me tear up. I know, I love it. I bought this file to make a shirt before the hurricane came and never got the chance. So glad I waited because I was just going to use the white. So glad I waited. I'm so glad you waited too, Madison. Very good. That's awesome. And Madison, you are in the line of the hurricane as well, the path of the hurricane. How are you doing? Let's see. Yeah, we're going to work on, maybe somebody can give me some suggestions on that technical difficulty, because this is a really wonderful way. The whole technical thing that I'm using, this Switcher Studio, is fabulous, but there are times when it does mess up a little bit, or I mess up. Okay, yay. Okay, I'm glad you guys like it. Let's see if we can get you a little bit to see the glitter. There you go. Now you can see it. Isn't that gorgeous? It really, really is just really pretty, and it's a great reminder. So, you guys, I'm going to go live straight from my phone in a second. It's not going to be through Switcher Studio, and I have something I want to talk about with friendship, and it's something that is really on my heart, and it's been in my prayers, and it's something that nobody talks about. So come join me. It's going to be a little off the cuff and like something that, typically I don't do. I don't typically go on Sparkleberry Inc. and necessarily talk about life lessons, but we really, really should. This is something that is a great lesson for all of us and for our daughters and just the generations to come. So join me in about 5 minutes. I'm going to take a breather and get a drink of water and come back, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon.